Tonight on Thursday Night Primetime, rivals collide in the desert. What a way to kick off Week 4. It's the Seahawks and Cardinals in the NFC West, and it comes your way next.
Gonzalez set to kick off.
Brandon Gaudin, Charles Davis with you. It is the first game of the NFL Rivalries program for 2025. Seahawks and Cardinals underway from State Farm Stadium. And he returns this to the 22.
Here we go. Good. 319.
First carry here for Ken Walker. And he'll get this just across the 25-yard line. Now you look at these two teams, rivals in the NFC West. It's been the Seahawks who have had the upper hand. They've won 7 in a row in this series. It's a rivalry that was born in 2002 when both teams joined the NFC West. Since then, a lot of great players have taken part in these matchups. You think about the Cardinals, Kurt Warner, Larry Fitzgerald, Anquan Bolden, and then, of course, the Seahawks in the 2010s, the Legion of Boom era, and their victory in Super Bowl 48. Balled at the 26, 2nd and 7.
Angel. 319.
Sticking with Walker on 2nd down. He takes this for 3 to the 29. You talk about this Seahawk defense. Against the pass, they're toward the middle of the league, number 15 in the NFL.
I think if you talk to their head coach, you'll get a nice answer about how much he likes his team and what they're doing. But at the end of it, he would admit there's definitely room to improve.
Now they'll look to avoid an early 3 and out here on 3rd and 4. Here's Fields. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
Against a team coming off a win, just as your team did the previous week, you talk about being physical all game long. Sometimes being physical is just being on the spot and helping force the incompletion.
And this punt goes out of bounds, and it'll be marked inside the 40.
At their own 37-yard line.
So good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 37. Mayfield on play action. Throw left side complete. That's Love. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards. Charles, Thursday night game, I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So as you said, you shrink the playbook, pick out the plays that work best for you. And you know what else you're looking for?
What's that?
Who are the freshest guys coming off of the last game to play on a Thursday night? Guys have a little extra pep in their step. You go to them early and often.
So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10. On the ground, here's the rookie from Notre Dame. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. Staying on the ground, it's Love. And he'll get it across midfield and down to the Cardinal territory. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. This defense for the Cards, they were excellent in that win over the 49ers last week.
And as in any game, takeaways are always a big key. They're always discussed on defense. There's an emphasis there, and they came away with 3 interceptions in that game.
Throwing, Mayfield. Completes this one to Thornton. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Cardinals' 35. The drive stays intact with a pickup of 13.
But give the defensive guys a little bit of credit. They didn't let the deep ball beat them on that play, did they?
No, the drag, that guy can be your safety valve. We saw it right there.
Yeah, and it picked up a first down for them, too.
On first down, here's Love. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. When you look at this defense, currently number 1 in the NFL against the run.
Most of their challenges have come in the passing game because against the run, they've been pretty darn good. Now you got to figure out a way to slow down those receivers before they get downfield and maybe make a few more plays on the ball when it's in the air.
From the 33, here's 2nd down and 8. Shotgun handoff now for Love. And he works his way free all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone. First down Seattle on a pickup of 13. There are times on carries like that where he looks a little bit older than his rookie status.
How many times have we talked when we've gone out to dinner about how precocious these youngsters are that come into the NFL now? They play at a higher level at a younger age. The stars aren't quite in their eyes as much as it used to be, huh?
Going quickly there, but it's incomplete.
Incomplete. Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 20-yard line.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Straight ahead running. Here's Love. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. 18 yards there, and it'll be a 1st and goal. You were telling me this yesterday. This is exactly what they want to do on the opening drive, establish the ground game.
Yeah, remember our conversation? We were talking about what one of the GMs in the league has told me repeatedly. It's a big man's game, and it's not necessarily size. He's talking about playing some big boy football. Line up, get leverage, knock people back, and establish.
And he will take this one in for the Seattle touchdown. A great effort there. His 3rd rushing touchdown of the year. And the Seahawks will claim the early lead as they're on the board first here tonight. Gonzalez good on the extra point. And that makes the score 7-0.
Cardinals nothing. Zane Gonzalez set to kick off.
Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. And they will wrangle it down a couple yards shy of the 30.
1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. As mentioned, this one of the hottest teams in the NFL, riding that winning streak into this one. But now playing here on Thursday night, do you think that this helps or hurts their momentum?
Well, ordinarily, I'd say it hurts the momentum because now you get that short week. But when a team's playing as well as they are, it actually allows them to down focus and only worry about themselves and less about their opponent. So when you're playing well, you just worry about the things you're doing well and let the opponent deal with that.
Here's a 2nd and 9 now from the 29.
Here we go. All right.
Now Fields. Setting up the screen here. This is Walker. And he's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4.
Boy, that one was well read defensively. And this is all about diagnosis as a safety and being decisive, because he saw it setting up in front of him, able to knife through there and make the play.
Third and 4.
Extend. Here we go. Chip slant. 58. Which is that?
After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Back in Arizona, second quarter action. It's the Cardinals in possession as they've got it with a third down coming up. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down.
Here we go. 58. EQ. 11. You got a mini base. Right?
Here's Fields. Rifles one, that's going to be intercepted. Shrugs the tackle.
Nice.
He may go. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. An excellent play there, CD, on the pick six. And I think were they a nickel? Did they have an extra DB out there?
Yeah, Brandon, I think they went standard nickel, not the Buffalo, as teams like to call it, meaning 3 safeties for big nickel. They just want to take away the quarterback's throwing lanes, and that's exactly what they did, and came through with a big-time pick six.
Cardinals nothing. Zane Gonzalez set to kick
So
off.
they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
At their own 26-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. Now, early on, you know, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game, but I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra intrigue.
I would agree with that totally, because all division games have a little extra to them. But I like where this game is situated, because at this stage of the season, it has that little extra juice, but at the same time, it's not a make or break if this were, let's say, week 15, 16, somewhere in that neighborhood. Well, someone is certainly having a big game, and while that sack doesn't quite have the splash of his pick six from earlier, you know he's thrilled to be making big plays during a great individual effort today.
Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16.
Here we go. 319. Madden. Sit high.
Off play action, Fields. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Nolan Smith able to record his 5th sack of the season.
You've called plenty of games in your career. Do you believe in momentum, my man?
I do, and I think we're seeing it right here.
Oh, there's no doubt about it. The run that he's been on, how about that? 3 sacks in a game a week ago, and another one right here. Oh, he's feeling it in a big way.
Now on 3rd and forever, he'll look to throw. And this pass broken up. The contact well timed there, and now 4th down.
Not many boos just yet from this home crowd, but they may be starting soon, as I'm starting to detect an uneasy murmur through this crowd. This offense, they've been lifeless in this first half. And now here's another punting situation and a 4th down.
Over 1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
Mayfield off the play fake. That's complete to Michael Wilson. And he's going to get this inside the 30. First down, Seattle, 16 yards the gain there.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. Sam Laporta, his first touchdown on the year. And the Seahawks are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
For a big tight end, he can sure move like a slot receiver when he gets a head of steam going. And as a defensive back, you've got a big decision to make when he's moving like that.
Gonzalez able to tack on the PAT. And that makes the score 21-0.
Cardinals nothing. Zane Gonzalez set to kick
Now
off.
after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. And Charles, these early season in-division games are always interesting because you're still kind of figuring yourself out, and you want to know as much as you can about the opponent, especially when it's a division matchup. So I'm curious to see how the rest of this one plays out.
Yeah, that's a good point because they're still trying to work things out. They don't know everything about their own team, let alone trying to figure out their opponent. But you've got to do both on the fly, don't you? While the game's being played, figure it out both ways and try and find a way to win.
Ball on the 28-yard line. Here's a 2nd and 9. Back to throw. Fields. Throw out wide to Walker. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That goes for 14 yards. First down, Cardinals.
It was pretty evident in reading everything, hearing these guys talk, that this was a deal they wanted to get done. They know how valuable he is to this team.
Absolutely a key component to what they do and what they do well. And if they want to continue to have success in the future, they knew they needed him, and they got the deal done.
Repeat of the last play, finding Walker. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. 13 yards as they've got the connection working. His second catch in a row, first down.
And I don't think there's any question that this offense is going to need to hit on a few more plays like this. It's been a difficult first half for them, to say the least. And I do believe if they want to get back in this game, they need to start right now. It's kind of like making adjustments. If you try and wait until the half, it's probably too late. They need to get going right here. With a dime look on defense, 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
EQ! Hey, can't. 319, good snap. Hey, can't. Hey, can't. Out. Tonight.
Now it's Fields. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender. Couldn't create space, couldn't uncover at the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
The Cardinals on 3rd down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 10. Again, Fields. Oh, everything falling apart now. Another one intercepted. Picked by Antoine Winfield Jr. And the Seahawks are going to take over once again at their own 25-yard line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Well, this offense looks like they have a little extra pep in their step as they take the field here for drive number 3, because remember, Charles, drives 1 and 2 both ended in the end zone.
Yeah, right now they just got to be careful not to lean into overconfidence because every drive has a life of its own. But I like the way that they've started, the way that they're going about doing things right now. They've got a chance for that third consecutive touchdown, and that would be a crushing blow to the defense.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now Mayfield. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts. So as they talk it over, we step aside. That's a step in the right direction defensively here because you're facing this sizable deficit. They're going to need more plays like that. A good sack, though. Good effort there.
And what you're hoping is, as you said, a step in the right direction. And that means it's something to build on. So you get the first one, and hopefully that can ignite them. And now they can make a few more plays and get back into this game.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 22 yards there, a first down.
First and 10 at the 48-yard line.
180!
Mayfield looks to throw. Over the middle and take it in by the corner. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And that will bring up second down.
Brings up second and 5 at the 43-yard line.
180!
They turn to Love on the handoff. It'll be a pickup of a couple, and it leaves them with a 3rd and 3. Not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
180!
And motioning left, that's Pittman.
Stop.
Here's Mayfield. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. Well, the offense is not leaving the field. They're going to stay out and go for it on 4th and 3.
180!
To throw, Mayfield. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he's taken down inside the 30. So the drive stays alive after the 4th down conversion. 1st and 10 inside the 30. Mayfield to throw it. Oh, it's intercepted. A drive killer there. And the Cards will take over here at their own 12-yard line. This defense had 3 interceptions last week. They're on pace for more than that here. 2 in the first half.
Do not adjust your set. This is not instant replay. This is a defense that is locked in. They're essentially running the routes for the receivers and turning it into the receivers themselves, aren't they? I mean, it is amazing what I'm seeing because the reactions of those guys back on the back 7, phenomenal.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And the Cards going to call another timeout, their second, as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half. To throw is Fields. In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts. So as they talk it over, we step aside. So here's a 3rd and 14.
Easy. 58.
Fields now to throw. And that incomplete, nearly intercepted. And remember, he had his hands on one earlier, had one pick. It could have been his second, but instead it's 4th down. Here comes the Cardinals punter now, as he's on to kick it away. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. And that'll hit and kick out of bounds, they say, right at the 50-yard line. Good starting field position here for the Seahawks as they come up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. Mayfield now from the 50. He'll take a shot downfield for Coleman. And he's got it inside the 10. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime.
And the Seahawks, first down. 1st and goal, Seattle.
A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal. Mayfield. Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
It's always tough trying to keep your guy upright when he's trying to throw the football. When you're dealing with those big, bad guys on the defensive front, it's even tougher. And this time, those guys on the opposite side won the battle, getting to the quarterback and knocking him into an incompletion.
Final play of the half, Mayfield. Touchdown! A great play there in the final seconds of the first half. And the Seahawks will extend their lead here just before halftime. Well, he is putting in a great all-around game, Charles. He already ran one in for a score, and now they utilize him in the passing game.
And they put a lot of pressure on a defensive coordinator and defense, don't they? Because they're used to him as a runner. But it turns out he's just as dangerous as some of those receivers, and he showed it right there. You don't pay enough attention to him defensively, he makes you pay.
4 seconds, all that remain here this first half as the kick gets away. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. The Seahawks with the advantage, and they get the football first as the second half is underway. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line.
Over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. The first half definitely went their way, and this would seem to be a great opportunity to kind of put this game a little closer out of reach with a score here.
Yeah, and it's a wonderful opportunity for them because if they can add 7 more to their lead before the other guys even see the football, that could be the decisive blow in this game. I think that's how they're eyeing it. That's how they're approaching it.
2nd and 9. Here's Love again. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29.
You know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
Every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. Mayfield now. Pass taken in by his big tight end. Look at the big fella go. And finally taken down at the 15. A big play there on the catch and run. 56 yards. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. They'll hand it off. It's Love. And he'll get about 3 just outside the 10, stopped at the 11.
Not a run that you're going to write home about, but still a good first down run. That's what an offense calls staying on schedule. 3 to 4 yards on first down, you're set up very well for the rest of the drive.
And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down.
taken down.
No gain on the play there, so they're left with a third down and 6.
It's third down.
If you're going to run against this unit, especially down here, just beware. I mean, they're the top rushing defense in the league.
Yeah, and then they go ahead and they double down with the whole thing because you think, okay, let's throw the ball. Oh, yeah, that's right. They defend the pass pretty well, too. Very difficult task right now.
And the Seahawks are going to have first and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
10 yards.
And they've got 3 tight ends here on first and goal to add some extra mass.
First and goal at the 1-yard line.
What's that?
Going to give it to Love.
And no signal yet. I don't think he got in. He didn't. They'll mark him at the 1.
Short of the goal line.
It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up second and goal.
Second and goal.
What's that?
They'll try to run this one in. And this one will wind up with him losing yardage. Back to the 4-yard line. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher third down looming. Fourth quarter coming up here on Thursday Night Primetime.
We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Third and goal as they look to pour some more salt in the wound.
Dead. 180. What's up?
From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. Dante Thornton. His third touchdown now on the year. And the Seahawks have sewn this one up as they add to their lead here in the fourth. Gonzalez now to add the extra point. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead.
Zane Gonzalez set to kick off.
Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. And able to get this out to the 25.
First and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. Remember, they have won 3 straight, but getting to 4 straight does not appear to be in the cards as they are in a big fourth quarter hole.
Go get him. Easy. West side, DQ. Sit high.
Fields. Oh, Fields is intercepted for a third time.
By the Seahawks. They'll take up their first and 10 at the 26-yard line.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. 11 yards there and a first down for Seattle.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
180. What's up?
Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. They stopped after only a yard, taking it down to the 14.
14-yard line.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. A 13-yard touchdown run. And the Seahawks continue to run up the score. They lead it big here in the fourth. Gonzalez to add the PAT. Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead.
42. Cardinals nothing. Zane Gonzalez set to kick off.
Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20.
First and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started.
Here we go, son.
Well, I hate to say it, but at this point, I don't really know that they're playing to win with this deficit in the fourth quarter. And they're just trying to erase that zero on the scoreboard, Charles, and get some type of momentum to carry into the film section tomorrow.
If you get any type of points on the board, it'll count as a moral victory, although no one will talk about that in the post-game press conference. That's not something you mentioned in the NFL. And this loss, it already stings and will for a while. But everyone on that offense knows it'll sting a lot worse if they don't put some points up on the board.
So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10, right at the 40. Up the middle they run. It's Walker. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25.
13 yards.
The Cardinal first down on a gain of 13.
Cardinals first down. 1st and 10 at the 27-yard line.
Right.
Here's Fields. From left side here, complete to the tight end, Gesicki. And he's across for the touchdown. Too little, too late. But he does get in for 6.
No wonder you're grinning. You just beat me in our fantasy league.
Indeed, I did, my good man. So they will get on the scoreboard here. Give them credit for that. Too little, too late, but no 0. Oh, you're going slow clap on me.
Not very nice, is it?
No, but they haven't been very nice on offense. It's been a struggle. The Cardinals set now to kick this one away, and off we go. Oh, a good-looking return set up here. And all in all, a pretty solid return. Nearly got it to the 35. They'll mark him down officially at the 34. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Well, they don't really need the points here, Charles, given what we're looking at on the scoreboard, but they've scored on 3 consecutive possessions, 3 consecutive drives, and I'm sure that they would like to keep that streak going here and continuing to pour it on.
And things have gotten that way in the NFL, haven't they, partner? Because in the old days, people would, they'd get off the gas a little bit, right? But now, people continue to accelerate. But we'll see what they decide to do as they come out for this one. But the way that this game has gone, they've got to be awfully happy with their execution overall.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. Now 2nd and 9. They'll give him another shot here on the ground. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard, so it's back to 3rd and 10. Hey, a lot of points have been scored in this game against them, but tally that one on the side of the defense.
Do you think maybe, possibly, it could be a little bit of a changer for them? Maybe not a game changer, but a little bit of a momentum one that maybe they can string together some pretty good plays and slow them down.
And he'll get this to the 40, but that's still going to be a few yards short of the first down. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. A 46-yard punt, 8 yards on the return. And the Cards will take over 1st and 10. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over. And then trying to hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
Here we go. You got it. Madden. 19 instruction.
Now Fields. Now a run. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. Kayvon Thibodeau, he beat the O-line and recorded the sack.
But when this game is done, the credit will go to the consistent pressure on the quarterback as a huge cause of this win. Most teams are happy if they get a few of these games per year. You know they're going to watch this tape over and over, try to identify what's working, and keep it going.
222. Go.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Oh, this will be incomplete. The rush gets home just as he was letting that go. That could have been worse. Instead, it's 4th down.
This has been a rough one, to put it mildly, for him. And after this one's done, you just feel like at the post-game press conference, this team's going to have a lot of questions and definitely not a lot of answers.
Here comes the Cardinals punter now. As the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And a friendly bounce there. They will get excellent field position to start as this kick